Hi Harry, this is what I've found trying to import an SVG. Presumably the SVG you've supplied was created in Xara into LibreOffice, is that how you pronounce it? Never used it before, but downloaded it and I just tried it. I have had problems in the past importing Xara generated SVGs into other software as well. It's very annoying. It's about time it was sorted out. I'm not saying it's Xara's problem, I'm just saying that there's too many variations within SVG. Okay, if you hear any whimpering and barking, that's only my dog, so just ignore that. Let's have a look. So we're in Talk Graphics up here now, and this is the file you've supplied. I've used it before, but I've deleted it off my system, so I'll just download it again so we're working with the correct one. I don't know why McAfee's darling. Why is it doing that? Didn't do it before. Done. I want to visit anyway. Okay, so we've got this SVG that you've supplied, and I'm going to go File, Save Page As. I'm just going to put it up here and copy that so I know what the file name is. Save. And it's now been saved up here. Drop down then a minute, bring up Xara. I'll bring up everything that I use a lot for rather than Windows search. Control V, and there's your document in Notion SVG. I'm just going to drop that into Xara by dropping onto the title bar up there. So as you can see, it imports correctly into Xara Designer Pro 10 and also into the browser. Right, the next thing we need to do is open up LibreOffice. So I'm just going to pause this a second. Okay, back again. I've opened up LibreOffice as a text document, and what we need to do now is to import that SVG. Just let me resize this window slightly. Okay, there. If I now go back into everything which I use to find all my files, and just bring up that Notion SVG and drop it in the title bar there. Yuck. I don't know if you can obviously see it, it's awful. I don't know it a lot. Format, tools, spelling, I don't know how to zoom out, but I mean that's at 100% zoom. You can see this. You're getting documents coming in there, but they're all resized and weird shapes and everything else, which is pretty rubbish and not what you're after. So okay, how do we get around that? Okay, I'm going to pause again. Oh, okay, let's look again at this Notion SVG. If I just click on it, and by default it opens in Internet Explorer, and it looks fine in there, there's no problem. That's not the problem at all. But when we imported it into Xara, it imported it in just as an awful unsized mess. What I tend to do is, open with, I'm going to open this with Notepad. Just let me move that down, drop that down there, move that up there. And what I've found in the past is this section between the defs, which only Xara seems to stick in. Inkscape doesn't stick in all these defs. Just scroll down, or use the search, and there's the closing tag for the defs. I just shoot back up to the top, select all those, default arrow 2, default arrow 3 and all the rest of it. Just leave the opening and closing tag for the defs and delete that. And then I've okay, so let's go back to LibreOffice, go back to everything, and I'm going to bring in the amended file that I've just used in Notepad into LibreOffice, and you can instantly see that the file is a lot different. Unfortunately, it still has this page background. I don't know why Xara creates the page background, but you can quite clearly see that this is still a vector shape. I can change the colour of it, change that line colour to red. I don't know if that's, let's increase the size of the line. I don't need to increase it that much, just increase it there, put it back to somewhere where it was. I'm not quite sure where I was, back there I think, wasn't it? But you can see you can colour change that. But the other thing that I noticed is it's not importing the text, it's importing the dotted lines and everything else. I don't know if that gap was there originally or not, but it's not importing the text and it's not importing the arrows. So I'm going to pause that again, and once more I'm back in Xara. I'm going to go Control A to select all. Because your file for some reason is off the page, I'll just move this in a bit. What I do like is that if I go Control All, it says one click group down here, so I go Arrange, Remove Clip View, do for ungroup. So now we've got this several things here. This is showing us text line. What I'm going to do is select these text blocks here and go Arrange, Convert to Editable Shapes, and they become a group. I'm going to colour those dark green, no specific reason, but just to show that they've been changed. Again, you've got here 4 text groups: Arrange, Convert to Editable Shapes, give them the same green colour. You've got a couple more text blocks here. One text line, 2 text objects: Arrange, Convert to Editable Shapes, and let's give that an orange colour, orangey colour. Finally, I think I've got to do that. Arrange, Convert to Editable Shapes. Of course, you shouldn't have to do all this if you're trying to work with SVGs, but this is only why I've found that Xara generated SVGs to move things across. Normally I don't have to bother with the text. Text normally comes across fine, but it's in LibreOffice it seems to be a problem. Let's put that red, and we'll select that line, and we'll give that line, what should we call it, purple. Okay, so we've messed around with your file there. One more thing, can I do, just zoom down to there, and look what this is. Oh, it's one line which seems to be the page outline, so I'm going to delete that page outline and zip up there. Now I'm going to go File, export, and I'm going to export this as Libre amended 2, and that's an SVG. I'm going to copy that just so it's easy to pull out again in everything. I don't know the difference, but I always go with Inkscape. Delete that one, close without saving. So I'm going to now try and re-import that SVG that I've just created in Xara into LibreOffice. And I'll click on there and I'll paste that in there to help me find that. And what's going to happen is when I drag that up to the bar, it's going to import it, but I think it'll import it with the site, because I haven't taken out the defs, it will import it as a right dog's dinner. So here we go, let's have a try. Yes, there we are. So you've got the same dog's dinner of everything here. All these shapes are all out of proportion. What the hell they are, I don't know. Why Xara creates them, or why the SVG creates them, I don't know. So we're going to close that down. I'm not going to save that either. Okay, so right, we'll go back up to everything again. Go into this, open with Notepad, and once more I'm going to strip out all these diffs. Just scrolling down. There's the closing tag for the diffs. I just leave the defs tag, but I don't. I'll just delete everything between them. Backspace. File. Save. Right, we're back here and everything. I'm just going to hit the F5. Hopefully that refreshes it. I'm going to drop it into the LibreOffice title bar there, and lo and behold, still got the page size. I don't know, I'd have thought that page size would have disappeared, but when we actually look at this, you can see that again everything's being imported as an SVG. You can change the colour of that line to yellow, which you probably won't be able to see, pink. I can change this text here to have a colour of, I don't know why this colour of dark blue. I don't know if you can see that on here. I don't know where the zoom is because I don't use LibreOffice, but obviously if you can move in closer, you can mess around with as many as you want. What I'll do is move this this graph line up here, just so we know what we're doing. Okay, just trying to prove what's going on here. And this time I'm going to go File. Is there an export here? Oh yeah, there, File Export. I'm going to call this Libre Amended 3. I'm just going to save that so I know what that. Okay, so now we can go down to here, open up everything again, post that in there, and you can see if I open that in, just open it, it'll open in Internet Explorer. You can see that the line has been changed, and various things have been changed. Did we do that red or yellow? I can't remember now. Gets very confusing working between all these programs, especially when they don't work well together. Yeah, sorry, just getting a bit lost here, which isn't unusual. I'm just going to go that Libre Amended SVG2. I'm still not 100% sure that we've changed everything we wanted to change. Yes, I just want to clarify a couple of things because I'm not sure that I think that was, but this original line here was purple, and I've changed it to red. What I'm going to do is select all that and just use the arrow keys to move it down. I'm going to select that, and let's make it for the sake of argument. Why would I colour? I don't know why it's not colouring. Right, it's because it's a line, that's why. I want to make that purple, and I'm going to make the line size a bit ridiculous. I want to select these down the side here, which are what were text, but they're not text now, and I'm going to give that a colour of, at the moment they're black, so let's give them a colour of light green, so we know that that's the way. I'll select this dotted line here, I'll make that line really thick, and give the line colour a line colour of brown. Okay, then I'm going to go File, Export. I'm not going to call this 4, I don't know what the other one was called. Control copy, so just so I've got the file name of that, save. Then when I go back into everything, Control V on there, I want to open that in, just open that as it is, and you can see, yes, everything has been changed in there. Let me just move that in there a bit. The line has changed to purple, so everything's remaining as a vector shape. I don't know why you're having trouble everything going to a bitmap shape, but that aside, you shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops just to convert an SVG, Xara generated SVG, into another piece of software, and it's not the only one that happens to. So I know I've bumbled on, but I hope that helps, and this is Egg, goodbye.